So good morning everyone and welcome back after your long Easter break. I'm hoping you've seen on Show My Homework and Instagram this morning that this week's focus is going to be all about unlocking our creativity whilst we're in lockdown. And no, I haven't gone mad. I'm actually just filming the light in our garden, because if some of you are thinking, well, that's all very well, miss, but I have no idea where to get started, perhaps just taking a step outside into your garden and looking at what you see can be a starting point. Because already we have in this garden, which isn't very big, but in it we have this really stark contrast between light and dark, and that difference that it makes to all of us just stepping outside, and the difference in the weather, for example. So we're going to talk a little bit today about how to get started. What we want you to do today is really get started with something called free writing. We want you to explore vocabulary, we want you to take a look online, but we also do want you to open your window, to have a listen, to look outside, to have a look around in your house, have a look at how the seasons have changed your back garden or the street in front of you. You may have seen on Instagram I put a few pictures up of people's windows where there's this gorgeous array of gallery art coming across, isn't there, as you go on your daily exercise. I don't know if you've been out and seen that, but in lots of windows around Leighton Buzzards and Milton Keynes you've seen lots of rainbows and other pictures springing up around, and it's really lovely and heartwarming to see how people are getting creative when they're in lockdown. Mr. Tuck has written a song whilst in lockdown with his friends and collaborated with his band whilst on lockdown, each playing and recording different sections in different rooms. I've worked with my drama group to put together a great big production of a Les Mis song all together, so it comes together as a lovely choir. Really lovely to sort of get into music and have time to be creative. Mrs. Monk in Geography has rediscovered her sort of teenage passion for painting and has been putting paintbrush to canvas again. And so we really want you to try and get creative in terms of vocabulary and writing and poetry today. So on Show My Homework you'll see that there's a post that has a few different links on today. One about writing diaries about the nature, about the seasons, about what we're noticing in the environment. Another one about writing letters, because I don't know about you, at this time I'm not seeing lots of my family who I'm missing very, very dearly. I've got a big family and I see a lot of them and I'm really missing seeing them. So writing to my grandpa who's in his 90s has been something I've been doing every week, and writing to my grandparents. But I've also been in touch with friends I haven't seen or heard from a long time, writing them letters, postcards, and taking that time to really think about what I want to say to them. And it's a really good opportunity now for us to think about how we can use words to express our emotions, to really look and think about the world around us and to appreciate the world around us. And I know lots of us are very grateful for that space at the moment. So I want you to step outside, open your window, have a little think about the world around you. And I'm just going to show you in my garden, which really is a square of grass, the sorts of things that you might pick up on. So if we have a look around here, my neighbour has some beautiful apple trees, and if you notice the blossom is just beginning to come out, and especially early in the morning there's a whole family of blue tits that live up in here and they make a right racket, drive my cat to distraction, but it's also really beautiful and calming to see. And if we look up, compared to the light and dark contrast in the lawn, we've now got this beautiful blue, crimson, cherry, the beginning of new life of food. Soon there'll be lovely apples on this tree, lots of different apples. This once was an orchard apparently, before they built houses on it. If we also look around the garden, we've got the lawn, but we've also got the odd springing up of dandelions. We've got my shadow, got my dog. If we take a moment just to listen. We've got the wind, we've got the gentle hum of traffic in the background, occasionally punctuated by the sound of a siren, which might make us feel a little worried or concerned. And the different sorts of birds talking to each other. Stay away from me, claiming their patch, dogs barking and communicating. So just by stepping out in our back garden, just for a moment, there are so many different things that we can write about and think about, from the light and dark, from the sounds, to the power and the heat of the sun, to the cooling gentle breeze, the punctuation of man-made sounds into this natural landscape. So step outside, have a look online, look at the world around you, look at your animals and how they behave, and start writing. Doesn't matter what format takes. Jot down vocabulary, think of metaphors and similes, think about sounds, think about texture, and just jot down some ideas today. What we'd like you to do by the end of this week is we would like you